is up, everyone? It's your boy Infrar-Ed, and welcome to the Scout Reports. Today I bring you an anime review of Kiznaiver, Episode 8. Wow! Big reveal in this episode. At least on a character standpoint, what was revealed is something that we knew all along, but that same reveal now opens up a box of possibilities as we can actually start to theory craft about things in this series. I'm gonna go off the rails a little bit. I'm gonna talk about what I think first about what happened in this episode at the very end, and then, you know, if it's enough time, if I don't hold you guys too long, then I'll go ahead and get down to the breakdown and the recap. But I probably won't even need to, as what we found out in this episode is enough to blow the mythos of this series open as far as Katsuhira. So with that being said, and without further ado, again, something that we knew from episode 1, we get confirmation that Sonozaki was indeed the child from his past who allegedly killed herself. This was revealed when the crew was sent out today to survive through a tornado, and they got broke up into groups based on emotional response. So everybody got paired up into groups. And Sonozaki decided to put herself into the fray of this challenge, as she has a romantic response to Katsuhira, and that was the point of the episode, and the point of the exercise was to ship everyone up based on their romantic interests. So it was kind of a shipping episode, but it was a shipping episode to get everybody through. See, what happened is the teacher guy, I forgot his name right now, he just was pretty much pleased with finding out that they had such immediate and such gratifying results with coming together and helping Maki through her ordeal. With that being said, he decided to up the ante and challenge them even more, as today's mission was for them to get home in a tornado. However, they're not going to make it that easy for them, as they sent out those mascot goons to try to stop them on their way, and they systematically split everybody up based on their ships. So we got some confirmation on the shipping as well. The teacher dude out here shipping them like FedEx, as he found out that there's a connection between Yuta and Maki, which we knew. There was also, which was kind of weird, I didn't see this one myself, there's also a connection between Nico and Tenga. Like, Nico likes Tenga, however Tenga likes Chidori. Chidori likes Katsuhira, and Sonozaki was able to figure out that Katsuhira has romantic interest for her. So she threw herself into the fray, again revealing that she was the person in his dreams. What's so big about this? As she takes off her necklace, we see a Kiznaiver symbol on her back that starts to glow as well, as Katsuhira threw herself into the fray, in spite Chidori trying to confess how she feels about him. I think he just had a flashback from his past, and he ran out to go help Sonozaki as a statue was about to fall on her, pushing her out the way. It is here she takes off the necklace and reveals that she is connected to Katsuhira. This is where things get interesting. You see, the teacher at the beginning of the episode, he was explaining the Kiznaiver project and the Kizuna System in a whole as an origin. He explained that dealing with emotional pain, negative feelings had a better result. You see, they started doing this experiment first like they always do. They started doing it on orangutans, and they found out that negative emotions resonate more. Once it started to work with the orangutans, they moved on to people, and they found out that positive results such as love and relationships caused the most catastrophic results. However, negative gave them the better results, and the negative results led to pain, as the pain thing, the connected pain thing of the Kizuna System is a side effect. It was a bad side effect as a project failing overall, and they never could figure out how to do anything past the physical pain with each other. The next step with that is to try to tap into emotions, which they're doing right now, and then that would hopefully break them through to break open the Kizuna System. We find out also that the Kizuna System worked better on people before they got an ego. So it was preferred that they do it on people before they reach puberty, and more likely and best results was in little kids. So this reveals that there was a group of Kiznaivers first, before this group apparently, but that group included Katsuhira and Sonozaki, as they were once connected together as the original Kiznaivers per se. So that leads to my theory, as maybe this explains why Katsuhira can't feel pain because something probably went drastically wrong in this experiment that caused the side effect of him not feeling anything. We also get a little bit of confirmation with that with Sonozaki saying before she got to Katsuhira in the group that if she can help him get his pain back, she would get hers back too. So now I'm thinking that the side effect that went wrong probably took the pain from all of the people that was in this group. As the teacher also confirms that everybody else that was in this group, they are still alive as well. But as of right now, we just have Katsuhira and Sonozaki, and maybe the reason why he couldn't feel any pain and why he feels such a delayed response with the rest of the Kiznaivers is that he isn't really part of the group. He's supposed to be part of her group. So that explains a lot. That blows things wide open as we head to the end of this series. And it was a really good episode. I mean, besides that, it was just, you know, the average things that we always encounter with this series. You know, everybody pairing up and the comedy between Yuta, Immoral, Maki, and all the other characters like that as Maki's beginning to get her niche and begin to accept everyone as her friends now, especially Yuta, as we get a good moment about that in the meantime. So that was the biggest thing about the episode, and again, I wanted to get that out first while it was fresh on my mind, and I want to know what you guys think about this as well. I definitely think that because Katsuhira was part of this original project, the reason why it's so hard to get through to him is because his real connection is with Sonozaki and the first group of people that he was with versus the group that we have now. And I think what they're trying to do with this system overall is just have a breakthrough of trying to still make this work for everybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through the breakdown a little bit just to point out some things I liked about the episode, but that was the gist of everything that went on. Another thing that's important to point out is that the children from the very first experiment, they weren't kidnapped like our characters are now or in the same class or anything. They were actually the children of the people doing the experiment themselves and the sponsors. So this was pretty much a build up from the ground up type of thing, which also explains maybe we'll get to find out what happened to Katsuhira's parents. As we always know, they're just gone for some reason. But to see if they would put their child through this type of thing, that can probably mess you up in the long run, especially seeing the type of things that they had to go through. Because I imagine the first experiment and the first run of this thing wasn't as nice as we see with the characters right now. And some of the scenes that they show back, like when they were doing the experiments and finding out that the negative emotions work better over the positive results seem to be having a lot of pain with people. Other things that we got, again, we got some more confirmation. Even though it did seem a little bit weird, we do get a little bit of confirmation that Tenga does like Nico, even though it was out of left field because he's in the triangle with Katsuhira and Chidori. And the teacher and the counselor wanted to isolate these four together because they had the biggest potential if they can get their feelings out for each other. So they're running through the tornado and Nico gets wet and Tenga gives her like a little coat to put on. He says, you know, you look a lot better like that. You look really cute right now. And he felt a jolt. The both of them felt a jolt between them is because she was actually happy because she has a crush on Tenga. We also get with Immoral. He didn't get paired up with anybody because number one, he's so damn weird. And number two, again, he takes more pain than everybody else and they couldn't find anybody to pair him up with. However, he does kind of tear down Maki by saying that I'm the way I am because I want to be. Everybody else doesn't have like a problem like you, which pisses her off and she runs away. And Yuta was about to go in on him, but instead of doing that, he went to go console Maki and he tried to slide in and get him a little bit of a hug, and she stopped him right there, like, don't even try to hug me, don't even think about it. And he was shocked, but he was like, can you read my mind? She's like, no, I'm just messing with you. And she gave him a smile, so they probably did hug it out. And poor Chidori, just when she was about to express her feelings about what she feels for Katsuhira, he got a jolt in that memory flashback and he ran out to run towards Sonozaki, showing that his feelings is for her. And we now know why, as they were connected like this group once was. So that kind of sucks for her because now she doesn't have anybody to pair with unless she's going to pair up with Hisomi. And that would be a weird pairing. But yeah, that was the episode in a nutshell. Again, it was a fantastic episode. I commended Studio Trigger last week for being able to think outside the box and bring us a series that's outside of what they normally do. This is a slice of life. This series is a slice of life in every sense of the word, just with sci-fi and comedy elements into it. So I'll clap my hands to him once again, especially for that reveal today. And after this, we're on episode 9, so we only got about 4 episodes left before this season comes to a close. And Studio Trigger's not known for doing season 2, so they're gonna have to try to wrap this up in a bow unless we're gonna get more of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like, and if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as I bring you guys content close to every day right now. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube, but you chose to listen to me, and I really appreciate that. So thank you guys for stopping by. Be sure to join me tomorrow as I bring you a review of Boku no Hero Academia. I don't know if it's going to be a live reaction or a regular review. It's been some things going on with people getting cracked down for live reactions, so we'll see. But either way, you'll get something from me. I'll be reviewing ReZero as well. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. It's your boy Infrar-Ed with the Scout Report signing out. See you soon.